What about state management? Like, what do you choose for your state management when you're creating your Flutter apps?
Um, well, I am not making a lot of production Flutter apps. So, being on the layer that we are inside Material, we're actually very much outside of business logic and outside state. So,
Okay.
I'm not the best person to ask on that. But there are lots of opinions out there. I think it's also a bit of a red herring. People worry so much about the state management,
Hmm.
but honestly, if you just make any choice, that's better than dithering and worrying too much about a choice. Just be bold and go with something. Even if you don't know what they are, you'd be like, what word is most attractive to me? Block. I love block. That has 4 letters. It looks great. Let's go with block and just see how it goes. The best thing you can do is to do that and then see if you run up against problems with it and then
Try something
switch
else.
to another later or make it work for you. But the worst thing you can do is nothing.
Yeah, true. It's an interesting answer. I understand what you're saying though. I think I had somebody actually say that they used just set state, right? I mean, it depends on what you're doing. If it works for you, then it's all that really matters, right?
Exactly.
Okay. I'm also kind of curious too, like being a part of the Flutter team. Like, why is state management such like a hot topic? It's really a flame war once you just mention those two words, state management.
I think a part of it is that we refuse to um, coronate one as the ultimate official state management by Flutter. We are, our Uber TL Ian is very, very opinionated that we should have opinions only where critical. That that Flutter is a blank canvas, and that what we should do is enable people to come up with different solutions because we are just the number of brains that we are, but the whole world has so many more. And so we want to enable good ideas to come from all sorts of different places. So if we just chose one state management, then we would be limiting people from creating new ones. And we would also be recommending one that doesn't work for somebody for some
Mm.
reason or another. What we want is if you're coming from, a React background that you use I forget what that one is called.
Redux.
That yes, if you already know that, then you use that one. But you don't go like, oh, I shouldn't because they only want me to use block, But if you already know block, use block. What if we had said another one? There are just a lot of reasons, and I think it's a choice that people have to make once and then move on. And people get stuck on it because there are a lot of frameworks out there that make such choices. I remember coming from iOS, it was very, very clear that it was MVC, that Apple said, this is the way that we made our API so that you work in this way. But the truth is that there are lots of different ways of building apps with MVVM and Viper and stuff like that that maybe don't get all of the attention that they should because they seem then like an alternative choice instead of just one of the family. So all these different ways of doing state, they're all valid. Um, I know everybody doesn't want to experiment, so that's why I recommend just choosing one, going with it, seeing what's intuitive to you. Look at some code and say like, you know what, I kind of understand this one. That's the one I'll go with. The truth is that coding is hard. Our job is not fun a lot of the time, and there's no one that's going to be the right one that makes all your problems go away. They're just going to be different problems. So you might as well choose the one that you have some sort of connection to in some way, and then you'll handle it as time goes by. There's nothing that we could recommend or that somebody could build that would make 100% of people happy 100% of the time.